MLB The Show has baseball now on a Sunday afternoon at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Today we wrap up. So stepping in, Jose Reyes. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. First offering on its way. Line towards center field. And Reyes is aboard with a leadoff single. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
I mean, an absolute bullet line drive on the first pitch of the game. I always wondered how many pitchers were so that has to frustrate the living heck out of you, because if I'm leading off, and I never did it in my career, I'd be pulling the trigger every 0-0 pitch. That might be the best pitch you'll see all day.
First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball just a bit high. Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty good.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game, and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Dan Plesac, who you focused on?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his last 10 games. Lately, he's been the guy to watch, and I think he's ready to do some more damage right now.
The 0-1 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the throw gets him as he takes away a hit that time. Here's Jay Bruce now. He's come up in big spots like this more than once this year. Currently second in the NL in RBIs. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Started that swing a bit too early. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summersgill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
This one gets through, and that could bring in a run. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Can't fault the pitcher for going back-to-back changeups right there. First pitch, he swung through. Timing looked a little off, but he went back. The batter made the adjustment and was able to drive it for a base hit.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Head-to-head numbers against Zach Davies. He's gone 3 for 6. Here's the 0-1. Left side. Shaw has it. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. Now it's the Brew Crew's turn in a scoreless ball game. In now is Lorenzo Cain. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Brewers.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the Brewers get their leadoff man aboard to start out the frame.
Batting second, left fielder, Christian.
In is Christian Yelich. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. He's set. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matt, they have to avoid the sweep right here, especially a 4-game sweep. That can be devastating to the psyche of a team. It's okay. It happens. Throughout the course of a season, you're going to drop 3 in a row. But to get pounded 4 games by the same team can happen.
The next 0-2. Left side, but well foul. Kane gets his lead at first, nobody out. 1-2 for Christian Yelich.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
He'll try again. 1-2. Struck him out. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. Who are you focused on, Dan, please, Zach?
Well, Matt, you have to keep an eye on the Hebrew hammer, Ryan Braun. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
Hit on the ground toward the left. And this will get on through past Reyes for a base hit.
He obviously was sitting all over that pitch. He didn't want to go deep in the count. He saw an 0-0 and he let it fly.
Domingo Santana.
In now, Domingo Santana. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Fly ball out toward right field. Bruce has a read on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Next for Milwaukee, Travis Shaw, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. 2 down, runners at first and second. Line toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. 1 run is scored. Here's a second runner around third. And he's in there safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks of this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked. Drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
Lifetime matchup numbers with Gesellman. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. A dive, and he knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Batting 7, the shortstop, Orlando.
Into the box now, Orlando Arcia. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base. And after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So it's 2 runs on 4. Next for the Mets, Dominic Smith. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First offering on its way.
Dominic Smith.
Swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
Hey, when I see a swing like that, this guy made up his mind before that pitcher even came set. He was pulling the trigger no matter what.
Ball chop foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
This is line to left. Yelich comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for route number 1.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And let's take a look at Travis Shaw. The calling card's the bat. Left-handed power, the ability to manipulate both gaps, but also a very adequate, very underrated defender on both corners, both first and third.
Popped up. VR moving to his left. 2 down.
Batting 8, Catherine.
Stepping up to the plate, Kevin Plawecki. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So worst case scenario, a 2-out base hit, and the pitcher will not lead off next inning.
Batting ninth, pitcher.
Hey, they always say hitting in the 8-hole in the National League is one of the toughest jobs to do because you're hitting in front of the pitcher. Not necessarily going to get pitched like an 8-hole hitter. You want to get out of that spot? Guess what? Newsflash. Be better. Because basically every other hitter in the lineup is hitting in front of you except the pitcher.
Boy, D, were you talking about frustrating as a pitcher? You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end. 2 left for the Mets. They're down 2-0.
Leading off for the
First
Brewers.
delivery to him on the way.
Second baseman.
A fastball that finds the outside corner.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Conforto is right there, 1 down.
Batting ninth, pitcher.
So here now is the pitcher, Zach Davies. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. 0-1, here it comes. Here's a strike.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
And that's the 2nd out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Lorenzo Cain. 2nd at-bat here. He reached via a single to lead off the home first. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with 2 outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to get an extra base hit here with 2 outs.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Hit on the ground to third. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. So the 2-out hit will bring Christian Yelich in this inning. So he finds the hole into left to pick up his 2nd base hit of the afternoon. And that total is currently tops on the ball club through the first couple of months of the season. Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Christian Yelich. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's set and the pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
No doubt this is a steal situation right here. 2 outs and the leadoff hitter on first. This is the time you roll the dice and hope he gets in the scoring position where he can get a hit to bring him home.
Hit out towards second. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
2 quick outs from the 8-9 guys in the order, but the top of the order, it's a different story. A knock and then another single back-to-back, and now you got traffic with the big guys coming up.
Here's Ryan Braun now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Lagares is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Brewers back at Miller Park in Milwaukee as we get you set for the top of the 3rd.
Leading off for the Mets.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run there for Michael Conforto. Number 18 for him on the campaign. And the Mets are on the scoreboard. It's now a 2-1 game.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Up next for the Mets.
Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight as he grounds one briskly to short. Garcia fields it cleanly. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Hit back up the middle. Garcia has it. Step on the bag for one. On to first, and they get them both. Digging in to try it again, Todd Frazier. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
First offering on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. So 1-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Frazier stands at second with 2 gone. Hit in the air to left. Yelich is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Mets draw a hair closer thanks to the solo home run. Bottom of the 3rd. Striding in once again, Domingo Santana. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Right fielder, Domingo.
Line to the right side. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning. Digging in now for the Brewers, Travis Shaw. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck. 0-2 to Travis Shaw. Ready on 0-2. Turned on down the line. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. The 0-2 once more. High in the air and deep to left center field. Lagares looks up, out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. It's a 2-run homer for Travis Shaw, number 13 for him on the year, and the Brewers have moved to a 4-1 lead.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Now a step off as they try to get on the same page. Standing in now, Manny Pena. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Ripped down the first base line. And this will get past him down the line at first. It's a fair ball. And now this will head for the 345 sign as it's off the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Set to deliver the 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. Now a long throw home. But this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. Ready for another chance? Jonathan Villar. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. First offering on its way. Strike one to start the at-bat. 3 runs already home here. Villar, a 6'1" left-handed hitter, but throws right-handed. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates: the time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Stays alive, still 0-2. Here's another 0-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
The center fielder, number 6.
Digging in and looking for more, Lorenzo Cain, runner in scoring position with Sugan. First pitch coming, here it is. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Comes set with the 0-1. Shoots this one over to first. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. And not in time as the run scores.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over.
First pitch on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Now the 0-1. Runner goes for second. Grounded to the right. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it'll wind up first and second here. Into the box now, Domingo Santana, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. He's set. Here's the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Conforto moves over, and that ends the inning. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. 3 innings complete. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
The batter, catcher, Kevin Plawecki.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded to third. This could be 2. Shaw fields it cleanly. On to first, and it's a double play. The second they've hit into in these first 4 innings. And there are 2 away now. Next up for New York, Robert Gesellman. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike 1. Here it comes. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
He knows his strengths and weaknesses at the plate. He knows he has a cold zone away. But
threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Mets go down quickly. They're down 7. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. Already a home run and a double for him in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Sliced hard, but foul to the left. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. And this will get on through past Reyes for a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, you said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed so he can find a gap or find one down the line. Maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one. Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt-high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with two runners in scoring position.
Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Into the box, Zach Davies. Popped him up. And that's going to land foul. No hits to this point. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. So they pick up a run on 2 hits. Ready for another shot now, Jose Reyes. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
The windup and the 0-1. Slow roller back to the mound. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Ready once again, Michael Conforto. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Digging in once again, Juan Lagares. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first as that will... In now is Lorenzo Cain, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
The pitcher is acting innocent, but I saw it in real time, and my first thought was he did that on purpose. These pitchers can paint the black inside and out, make the ball move up and down, so a lot of times when you see a guy get hit in that spot, there was some kind of message behind it. We'll see what that leads to the rest of this game.
Soft liner towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
A pause and the 0-2. Grounded down the 3rd baseline.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there. But if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down. Maybe even potentially bounce the next one. Dan, after this infield hit right here, this guy has to be so frustrated. He's been having a rough outing, and he's not discriminating the way he gives them up.
No, he isn't. You know what he's going to do after this one? He's going to go to the movies and watch the movie about himself, the Rocky Horror Pitching Show, because this has been a nightmare.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop-up strikeout, something to get you back in this inning.
High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Standing in, Travis Shaw. He's driven in 4 already, and yet another big RBI opportunity for him right here.
Matt, they couldn't have asked for anyone to hit better in this spot than this guy right here. He looks dialed in at the plate right now. Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And now Gracious just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
Boy, that's one of the beauties of speed. That trail runner right there, Dero. He's just too fast. They try to make a play at the plate, but they had no chance to get him because of his wheels.
Yeah, you got to put that one in your pocket right there and stop the hitter from advancing to second base and getting in scoring position. There was no chance at the plate.
Behind 0-2 now. Ready with the 0-2. Count remains at 0-2.
I'll tell you right now, he let go of that one, and he wanted to pull it back. That was a hanger, bad spot over the heart of the plate. He's lucky. He's lucky that's getting sent back to him.
And a possible double play ball here for Cabrera. Reyes. And a good save at first on the offline throw, but they just get 1.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Fastball in there for a called strike. 0-1, here's the pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Another good inning for the Brewers. It's about time to roll out the barrel. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Here's Jay Bruce now. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
The 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-1 home. Hit sharply on the ground. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan. They don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can, right into the shift, and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, Dero, when you've come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Well, they've been struggling at the dish all game long, so stringing 2 hits back-to-back, one of them for extras, is a sign that they've got some life in them. We'll see if they can cash in here.
First delivery to him on the way. Popped him up. Pena shading to his right. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration. Popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Dribbled to the right side. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score. Ready for another shot now, Kevin Plawecki to try to bring in that second run of the inning from third with 2 down. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit high and deep out to left. Yelich going back at the track. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
Well, when you're down a bunch of runs, you know the last thing they want to do is walk you. So right there, he picks on a good one to hit and plants it right over the wall.
Adrian Gonzalez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 23, Adrian Gonzalez.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Four runs, 10 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
This one's flared out toward left. In there, a base hit. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Gonzalez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Arcia gloves it, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. Seth Lugo gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. On to first to complete the double play.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Brewers sent packing on just 4 pitches. They lead it, though, 11-4. Next for the Mets, Michael Conforto. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this game.
And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Well, that's what's difficult about pitching. You have a guy that's up there swinging. Pitch before this takes a big swing and almost falls down, and then he shortens it up and hits a base hit right on the next pitch.
Yeah, Dan, that's what we call the old bait and switch right there. He tried to go deep, count leverage, gets 2 strikes, shorten up, and do your job.
The second for 1 on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. Riding in once again, Jay Bruce is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing. Digging in to try it again, Christian Yelich. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. There's a well-hit ball out to right center field. Heading for second is Yelich. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself in the scoring position to start off the inning.
Ryan Braun is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. 1-1 the count to the Brewers' first baseman. So 1-1 home. High in the air, deep down the left field line. Lagares is after it, and that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Braun can't come up with that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Ready for another chance? Domingo Santana. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. So 1-1 home. Line hard toward right center. Boy, and call off the Dogs already as this is down for extra bases. He's in at second safely as a run will score on the play as well. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. And he's hoping to improve on what's already been a huge game at the plate. 6 runs driven in thus far. Back up the middle. And there's out number 2. Ready once again, Manny Pena. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. He sends that one out of play for strike 1. Santana on third with 2 out. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. Here's Todd Frazier now. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first down. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dominic Smith. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that 2-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Weak roller right side. The underhanded flip. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. They're in trouble here. It's 12-4. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. In there, strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Cabrera has a play. 1 down. Digging in and looking for more, Jonathan Villar. He's 1 for 4 for the game. And that one just missed outside. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. The 1-1 home. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. Eric Thames will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with 1 away. No balls and 1 strike. VR leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. High in the air down the right field line. Bruce has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning. In now is Lorenzo Cain. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Fastball called for strike 2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Lagares is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Milwaukee leaves 1, but they hold a 12-4 lead. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Brandon Nimmo will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Swinging bunt to the mound. Throw on to first, and the Mets are down to their final out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jose Reyes. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
I know he's well aware of the fact he can't tie this with 1 swing of the bat, but maybe he's trying to ignite the boys by driving something out of the ballpark.
Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
So he goes back-to-back with the same pitch and got him to chase it both times. He's clearly not picking up that pitch very well.
So he was confident doubling up. Does he triple up on it?
It's always tough to go back-to-back-to-back. It's not a good idea to show a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Garcia fields it cleanly. Throw to first here in time for the final out, and the Brewers have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
12-4 is the final in this game. Milwaukee jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Zach Davies earned